Welcome back, boys and girls, to the Field Test Dummies channel. My name is John, and today we're going to be breaking down the Century Arms AK47 all the way. So stay tuned. Alright, now to perform this surgery, you're going to need three trusty tools. Your hammer, your Phillips, and your flathead. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure this thing is safe. How do we do that, boys and girls? Rack it back. Safe direction. There we go. It is safe. Now, as you can see here on the top, you have your dust cover. Now, I made a short little video about taking this apart, but this one is going to be a lot more detailed, and it's going to be almost a complete breakdown of this AK. So up top here, you got your dust cover. You got your dust cover release. You're going to want to push in and pull up, just like that. I can already tell it's going to be difficult to try to show you guys all this on camera. So now you can see your carrier spring. Now that same release, you want to push in, see where it's riding. You want to push that forward until it's out of there and pull that carrier spring right out. Now you have your piston, your bolt group there. You just want to rack it back and pull that on out of there. So far you should have something that looks like this. Look at the guts. Look at the guts. Alright, so you see these two screws, these Phillips screws? That's what holds this buttstock on. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those screws on out of there. Now, I usually don't recommend a drill, but for quickness and video purposes, we're going to go ahead and bring these on out. Now, these screws are the same screw, so it doesn't matter if you get them mixed up. It's not a big deal. Now this buttstock is a pain. Now you can see down here this little hole. You can see how far that buttstock goes in there. So what I do is I take a flathead and I stick it down that hole. Like I said, I'm going to try to do all this on camera so you guys can see. Take your handy dandy hammer and you're just going to tap it. You can start to see it separate there. Alright. Wiggle that on out of there. There's the factory Century Arms buttstock. It's not a bad buttstock. Pull that flathead right out of there. Okay. So now here we are. You're this far in the process. Oh, ain't she cool? Looks like a little Draco or something. So now, here's the hardest part of the whole thing here. You have your release for the top half of your foregrip there. Now, it is a pain. Some AKs, I've seen guys that can do it with their thumb. They're loose enough to catch it with their thumb and pull up. This one is not. This one also hasn't been taken apart a whole lot neither. So what we're going to do is up underneath that lip. You can see that lip there, underneath that little lever. You're going to put that flathead, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to just tap, tap, tappy and get that bad boy loose. And presto, there it is. So this little indentation here, it was down that notch. That's where it was holding at. You gotta slide it up. Now this top piece just pulls up and out. Okay. To further break it down, you're gonna want to take it and you're gonna want to twist it. It's so beautiful. And pop it right out. Boom. There you go. Okay. Now the bottom is not hard at all. Flip it around. So now we're on the side here. See that little metal bar up in there? Take your screwdriver up underneath of it and lift it up. Okay. So that little bar was down in there. You're just going to lift it forward, which makes this front plate here loose. Now, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's a pain. You just grab it and it pushes forward like that. See what's here? Now you're there. Okay? Pull this down. Kind of pull it out at an angle. Just kind of wiggle it out. It'll come out. And there it is. So there we go. That's what you should have so far. Now, to further break this down, which I'm not going to do because there's really no need to do it. If you want to change your grip out, it's a simple Allen key right there. Okay. You undo that, pulls out, you can change out your grip. We're not going to do that because there ain't no need. It's that simple. So now, to put this thing back together, we just got to go backwards. So, bottom in, like so. Get that metal plate down, like so. Just want to make sure it's all even in there. Lock that metal little lever down in there. Okay. Now, for the top, you're going to take, you can see how it has like little grooves. You can match that up this side here. It's going to look like that. You're like, oh, that ain't right. That's because you got to twist it. Remember? You got to twist it in there. Just like so. Okay, so that locks it on there. Put it back on there. Put that right in there. I'm trying to look on camera and do this. And it drops down in. Now remember, this is the pain in the butt lever here. Try to get that down without using any tools. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Alright, so what we're gonna do, common sense, we're just gonna tap the little ledge, or this little lever here, ever so carefully. There we go. You can see it's locked back into place. So that's not going nowhere. It's on there. Now, reassembling the buttstock. So you're just going to take your buttstock, like so. And what I do is just with my palm of my hand, just beat it a few times until it locks into place. Okay. Like I said, I usually normally wouldn't use a drill, but I'll be careful. And it's for video purposes. Okay. Top, here's the bottom. So it should look like that. Okay. Now, the bolt carrier group piston here, you're just going to slide that in. Now this thing drops in there. You see the point of the drop, right? Drops right in there. See that? Just slide that forward. Okay. Carrier spring right up top. Then you're going to have to push it and let it ride in that railing. Okay. Dust cover. Goes up in there like so. Trying to do all this on camera here. And it clips down in there. There we go. So that, boys and girls, is how you disassemble and reassemble the Century Arms AK47. My name's John with the Field Test Dummies channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We just started this channel out, and we're really wanting to try to go somewhere with it. So if you love guns and gear and some off-the-wall type stuff, subscribe. Thanks again.